Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, today we are solving minimum remove to make valid parentheses. So what does this mean? This means is that given a string, like for instance, look at this one, A closing parenthesis, B opening parenthesis, C closing parenthesis, D. You need to return, or one of the valid return could be A, B, open, C, close, D. So basically, you need to remove any invalid or any character or any brackets which is making it invalid. In this case, this closing bracket is a clear choice. If you remove that, then rest everything is valid. So basically, you have to remove those invalid ones and then return the string after removing those characters, right? Here, the idea would be like as soon as you find something, a brace, which is like seems invalid or which is making the input string invalid, you basically store that position into an array. And finally, at the end, you would want to remove all those invalid positions. So with that in mind, let's give it a shot. Uh, let's see what I'm talking about. So for example, A opening bracket, oh, excuse me, it's actually closing bracket. B, and what was that again? Okay, open C, close D. Open C, close D. Okay. Excuse me, this is kind of. So the idea would be that, hey, I got A, and actually, if it's not one of the brackets, it's like a character like A, B, C, it doesn't really matter. So you can actually skip those. So it's not one of the bracket thing, then you basically skip it. You get a closing bracket. It's you check. You also have a stack for your opening bracket based on very similar idea on what we did last time. So when we get the closing brace, hey, the stack is empty. So what we're gonna do, we will have an array and this position of this bracket is 1, so we will keep 1. Hey, remove position number 1 from the final return. We get an opening bracket next time, we store it. Or rather, we will, because we are dealing with positions, so I guess let's just store the position 0, 1, 2, 3. So basically, we'll store 3. We get C, skip that, closing brace. So come up over here and just pop off the last item because we are only storing the opening brackets in the stack. So hey, there is something, so pop it off. D, end of the string. So this is the only position which is valid. So I guess we will convert this into an array and remove position from position 1 and then return this final output without this guy. That would make it a valid input string. Okay, I hope you understand the idea. So let's take a shot at it. Okay, just iterate for ch in s, and you do want the position, and in Swift you do that by say ch enumerated. Okay, this will give you the index and the character both. So once you get that, you basically want to check if ch is equal to is an opening brace, then you want to put it into your stack. Let's create my stack real quick here. Var stack int, we are storing the positions, right? So if it's an opening brace, then stack dot append this position. So we are done with this. I guess continue. Now you want to check. And the reason we are not doing if else, rather if continue if, because you also will have characters and we just want to skip those. So that's why. Let's ch is equal to a closing brace if stack not count equal to 0. Let's say if it's 0, then we already know that this character is invalid, right? So let's create our invalid stack, invalid position array, and same thing. Okay. And what are we going to do here? Is equal to 0, then invalid pass will open this I. Okay. And again, continue, right? And I guess we don't need to say continue because we are doing if else, so it doesn't improve any performance. If we have something, then as we said, we're just going to pop it off. The last item. Fast. So far, so good. So at the end of this loop, we're going to have few things into invalid pause. And there may be something left in the stack, because what if you have something like, opening brace and opening bracket again. So you will have like 2 opening brackets in the stack, but this is still valid. We need, then both are invalid. So whatever left in the stack is also invalid. So let's just basically append that. So if there is something into stack left, just append those elements into the invalid position array. With that, the only thing left is to remove these positions from the string. So one way to do that in Swift would be, I guess, to convert this into an array. So var arr is equal to array, and we're gonna iterate this invalid positions. Actually, I'm thinking that how about invalid position okay, because when we want to remove from the higher end, right? Because you can't remove from the lower end, because if you will remove, let's say, 0th position from this array, then the first will become the 0th position, so it will mess it up. So whenever you do remove, you always do it from the higher end. So what I'm thinking is that I am gonna sort it dot sorted and reversed, right? So I sorted it and I reversed it. And reverse gives like an enumeration, so converting it back to array will give you invalid pause position array. So with that, we can directly do for I in invalid pause, and I can say that arr dot remove at I, right? And once we will remove everything, we will just return, we will convert it into string. I believe you can directly convert it like that. If not, maybe I can use joined. Let's see. Where is that? Can't remove last element from an empty collection. Let's see if this is the problem area. The problem area. So what was the problem? Oh, maybe this guy. Alright, we want to remove it from the stack, not the invalid pass. Okay. That. Okay. Right, cool. And let's try to submit it. Right, perfect. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching it. And please do subscribe and like the video. That really helps. Thank you.